Oh my god! This is my enemy Sharkgills, and he has never had a base on the server. So, as a gift, I decided that I would take his very first Minecraft world and completely redesign it on the server so that he could finally have a place to call home. And this island looks like the perfect place to do it. A couple of days ago, Sharkgills decided to screen share his very first Minecraft world. Little did he know, I recorded the entire thing. So now using this footage, I can create the perfect base for Sharkgills. With the stone I just gathered, I'm going to begin the very first redesign. Sharkgill's starter house was a small shed mainly made out of stone, so I want to keep the same theme, but actually make it like a big 2-story house. As they say, let's get to work. Compared to whatever the hell this is, I'd say this is a pretty successful redesign. But if you've been paying attention, you would have noticed that at the start of the video, I referred to Sharkgills as my enemy. And that's because we haven't always been on great terms. Not only has he had an entire war with one of my closest teammates, but I've also kidnapped him. Twice. So the main reason that I'm working on this base redesign is to apologize. I want to solve our conflict before it goes too far. Oh yeah, and like halfway through my speech, I started redesigning a roller coaster. Basically, Sharkgills had this like really bad roller coaster that would like throw you at the entrance of his base, so I'm just kind of making the same thing, just making it look cooler. I mean, I just realized that's like the premise of the entire video, but you get what I'm trying to say, okay? Alright, it's time to turn this roller coaster into an actual roller coaster. I'm gonna show you guys a really cool power I have. It's called the power of editing, where I can just speed everything up really fast. Wow guys, look, I finished it so fast. This is such a stupid bit, bro. I don't even know why I did it. Whee! Oh shoot, we're going up to the peak. Oh, well, that was pretty underwhelming. But we're just getting started, okay? We're moving on to the big boy builds now. So the next build I gotta redesign is this lighthouse that Sharkgills had built out of wool. Luckily, I'm not gonna have to build it out of wool since modern Minecraft versions have concrete now. It is just like, I just can't believe that that was the building block of choice back in the day. Like, that's just so crazy to me. Bro, you have to be joking. And that is the lighthouse finally finished. I don't know about y'all, but I think I did a pretty good job. Funnily enough, for the next build, I actually just need to get a dog. Alright, bruh, you wanna be friends? Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. There we go. Gotta build a doghouse for Sharkgill's stinky little dog. Alright, this should be good enough, mainly because I can't be asked to put in more effort into a doghouse, bro. But as I was preparing a foundation for the next build, I got a call from one of my teammates.
Dude, JJ, I think I just got banned by Sharky, bro. I don't know how, but I can't log on anymore.
Apparently, Sharkgills had somehow managed to sneak on a plugin onto the server that allowed him to ban anyone he wanted. This meant two things. Firstly, I was on a time limit. If Sharkgills bans everyone before the build is even finished, then all of my effort would have just gone to waste. And second is that there's quite a high likelihood that I am one of Sharkgill's main targets, meaning that if he finds this base before I show it to him, I might just get banned and not even be able to finish it at all. So I'm working really hard to finish redesigning this game of Spleef because the builds will only get harder. And the more time I spend on this build, the less time I'll have for the other builds and so on. Placing lava is so fun, guys. I wish I could just do it for the rest of my life. Alright, so now that we're done placing the lava, I'm gonna work on actually designing the game itself. For the bottom part with all the lava, I'm thinking of having this like kind of dark red hellish theme. And then for the top where all the snow is gonna be, I'm gonna start using lighter blocks like white concrete and quartz. It's time for another sick montage. And with that, the spleef minigame is officially complete. We are making really good progress. The next build on the agenda is a massive watchtower so we can look out onto our beautiful base. Ignoring the fact that we already have a lighthouse, but I'm not the one who originally designed this, okay? I'm just remaking it. I really do hope that Sharkles likes the final product because I'm putting way too much work into this project already. And that is the beautiful foundation of the tower done. We are nowhere near completion though. This tower is gonna be absurdly tall. Adding some fencing to this since I'm pretty sure Sharkles isn't above the age of 10, so he could fall off and just break both his legs. So now that we're done with the tower build, you might realize that this base, even though it looks cool, it doesn't really have much functionality. So luckily, the next thing we have to redesign is Sharkle's old mob grinder, so this base has a way to get some XP. But since I've never really built a mob grinder before, I decided to go on Google to look up some designs, but while searching, I went AFK on the server without logging out. So once I came back, I was almost fully convinced that I was totally dead, because like, how would mobs not just kill me while I was standing in the middle of the open, you know? But to my surprise, okay, how am I still alive, bro? After looking through all the footage of me AFKing, I realized that not a single mob had spawned while I was AFK. Now, in vanilla Minecraft, especially on hard mode, this is literally impossible, okay? The entire area is not lit up. There's not like a mob Wait. Yeah, so I did some asking around, and apparently a player on the server has made a mob switch somewhere like thousands of blocks away that no one has been able to find, so now mob spawning just doesn't work anymore, so I guess I can't build the mob grinder. So instead, I've started collecting sand for the next big build. And trust me, it's a big build, okay? I need a lot of sand. And bam! Full double chest of sand. And now comes my favorite part, where I have to smelt all of the sand that I just mined. Now that I got some glass, I'm gonna start building the first layer of the schematic. I'm currently redesigning the small fish tank that Sharkles had built in his world. Last night I spent a couple hours designing a crazy looking fish bowl. So not only is this build gonna be really big compared to the ones we've already built, but it's also gonna look really cool. Oh, and I already ran out of glass, so there's just more smelting for me. Now that we're done with the fishbowl, we have to flood the entire thing with water. But we can't just leave this fishbowl undecorated. I'll first add a sand floor to the bottom of this, so I'm not just placing builds on glass. Alright, we are now very sanded up in here. That's probably not a word, but who cares? I bone meal the entire ocean floor, but it still feels like it's kind of missing something, so I'm currently heading to a coral reef to grab some coral blocks. The last thing I'm gonna do before adding all the fishies is build some castle ruins, just to add some ambience to the tank, you know? And that is the fishbowl officially finished. In my opinion, this is like one of the coolest builds so far. Alright, now let's go get some fishies for the fishbowl. Fishes, where you at? Okay, this isn't funny anymore. Where are the fish? Oh. Right, so the mob switch also affects fish spawning. Okay, well, that's good to know. Okay, so now there are only two builds left to redesign: a water slide and a ship. I'm gonna start with the water slide first because I want to leave the ship for last because I have a really cool idea of what I'm gonna do. So to build the water slide, all I have to do is get some soul sand and some wood. Instead of having a water slide that you just go down, I'm actually gonna make like a boat race kind of thing. It'd probably be easier if I just showed. So basically, by going up this elevator, you're gonna be taken up to the rest of the slide that I have not finished yet. Okay. Alright, let's finish the slide as soon as possible because I'm really excited for the next build. Okay, this is my least favorite building so far. Building down is so annoying. Alright, it's time to go for a ride in our new slide. Go up the awesome elevator, make a turn here, and then just leave it going. Go up here, and then fall into the ocean. It's not that impressive, but like, it's kind of fun, you know? So now that the slide is finished, you might be wondering why I wanted to save the ship for last. And that is because ever since the start of the video, I had this really awesome idea to make it look super cool. And now, I want to build it. Only problem is, I don't really know how to build ships, like, at all. So here's the plan. Actually, before I do tell you the plan, I kind of want to remind you that I'm currently at 225,000 subscribers and OG tickets run out at 250k. So you still have time, but not a lot of it. So make sure to join my Discord right now at discord.gg/InfamousJJ and claim your OG ticket before it runs out. So the plan is to scour the internet until we find a really good builder who I can then hire to design this idea that I've had since the start of the video. Then, once the design is done, I'm gonna grab a schematic of it and then rebuild it on the server. Problem is, I have very little time left because Sharkless has began banning more and more people. So not only do I have to pray that the builder gets back to us in time, but I also have to be very hasty with finishing this project. So I found a pretty good builder, so I guess I'll just message them and then get back to you once I have the design. Alright, so it's been a while, but now we finally get to see what the builder has sent us. Load it up with schematic. Oh my god. Holy! Bro, look at the shark. Yeah, so basically I asked the builder to design like a massive ship with a big shark biting into it because, you know, shark gills. And this is actually insane. I mean, I knew the build was going to be good, but I didn't expect it to be this good. So I wasted no time and immediately started gathering all the materials I would need to build the ship. Gathering most of the materials was pretty easy. Things got a little tricky though when I got to the part where I needed to gather almost 2,000 blocks of coal. Yeah, let's just say that wasn't very fun. Even though I have all the materials now, I still have to move really fast because at this point there's only a handful of SMP members left that aren't banned, and I want to finish this before I'm next. Now that the ship itself is finished, we can finally move on to building the massive shark. I am running really low on time, so I am rushing to complete this as fast as possible. I'm coming through the spawn portal now, so I'm gonna ask you not to ban me. First thing, like first moment you see me. You might have noticed that like I haven't exactly been at spawn at all or like anywhere near anything, and that's mainly because like the moment I saw people getting banned, I just went like 10,000 blocks out and never looked back. You probably do want to ban me, but before you do, I'm gonna ask you to follow me, okay? Because I want to show you one thing. Okay.
Follow you? Wait, is this like a trap, bro?
Bro, what trap? What's a trap gonna do? You still have the ban shulkers, bruh. If you step through this portal, you will see everything. So, if you don't recognize it, if you remember, like a couple weeks ago, you screen shared yourself showing off your like old Minecraft world, and I recreated it and I redesigned your entire world as an apology. You'll see.
Dude, like, what is that? Yo, wait. This actually goes like an actual water slide. Yo! Bro. Yeah, I hope you know I'm a menace at this game, bro. Hey.
No!
Hey.
Hey!
Oh my god. There's actually space now. You can like walk around. This is the same shark on my skin.
Everything I wanted to show you before I got banned.
Well, JJ, this entire world that I created years ago, that you've decided to recreate, I mean, it looks good, and you know, I appreciate it, but not really gonna change anything. I won't ban you right here right now, but it's too late.
And maybe Sharkgills is right. At the end of the day, Minecraft isn't about preserving builds forever and ever. One day, the things you love will disappear, and instead of trying to artificially hold on to them, you should simply be thankful that they happened in the first place. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to follow my Twitch at twitch.tv/InfamousJJ live if you want to see streams of Infuse Season 3.